Good morning. I'm going to go over a couple of things today. I've got a Zildjian cymbal, okay? In this particular case, it happens to be a 16-inch crash cymbal labeled Planet Z, but it's Zildjian. Now, the back of it's fairly shiny, okay? So the front of it, in my estimation, should be like the back, okay? But, however, this particular unit is tarnished, all right? So I have some concentrated lemon juice, concentrated lime juice. I have a lime, and I have a lemon, okay? We're gonna see how each one of those juices clean this cymbal, all right? Now, some people say, hey, you know, we've got like a finish on the cymbal. Will that destroy it? Well, I think what I'm going to say to that is, if all cymbals when they come from the factory are coated with a lacquer, and that lacquer will wear off over time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the fact that this is so tarnished up here, being exposed more than the bottom, right? I would say that this is already worn off up here, so I'm not concerned with it. I do know that people say go lightly over the label with the product. So we're going to take it a step at a time here, and I'm going to start with some lemon juice. That's what I'm using. I just bought it. It's sealed. There's nothing special in here. I think I have to puncture it with something, so I'm going to use this knife. I just punctured the top. All right, I'm going to just shake it up a little bit. I got myself a couple of paper towels. I'm going to put a little lemon juice on the paper towel, and we're going to rub a little section of the cymbal, okay? I'm going to double the paper towel up. Put some lemon juice on the paper towel. That's lemon juice. I'm just going to rub a little section of the cymbal with that lemon juice. And I'm not rubbing hard at all. You see a little dirt coming off of there. And it looks a little cleaner, but it's not super clean. And obviously I haven't been rubbing it long, but that is the lemon juice. Okay? That's kind of greenish on the cloth here, all right? So definitely looks a little cleaner, and it is a little shinier. Right, that was lemon juice. Now up here, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the lime juice. I'm going to poke a hole in it, puncture it, which I just did. I'm going to put a little lime juice on the cloth, like this. I'm going to put a little lime juice on it, just like I did the lemon juice. Just like that. And now we're going to rub a little section over here with the lime juice. And I'm not pressing. I'm just a little tension with my hand, just so that the paper towel just stays in my hand. Because if I didn't have the pressure, it would just fall off, see? So just enough to keep it on the cymbal. And I think that's just about the same amount of time. Again, a little dirt oxidation came off. This is the lime. This is the lemon. Now, to me, lime, lemon. Actually, to me, it looks like the lemon is a little more shiny. But you can be the judge. I want you to let me know in the comments what you think, okay? So that was lime juice and lemon juice, right? Now, I'm going to focus on the center of the bell here, and I'm going to cut a little piece of lemon off of this. And we're going to use a piece of lemon, okay? And that smells way more potent to me than the lemon juice from the concentrated lemon juice. Okay, so that's all I got is the lemon. I'm going to do the bell area with the lemon. Okay, so this was lime juice, lemon juice. Now to me it looks brighter, but I don't know. Lime juice, lemon juice. This is going to be the lemon itself on the bell. Okay, so let's just get rubbing the lemon juice on the bell. And again, I'm not pressing hard. I'm not like acting like a human buffer. I'm just going around in a circle. I can see that that's cleaning up. I don't know if you can see it yet, but it's actually looking very clean. There's a little ring around the top where the felt pad was screwed down into the cymbal, but I guess I'm very impressed with the actual lemon. It did much better than the lemon juice, in my opinion. And what I'm going to do is just wipe this off, okay? You can see the lemon is picking up the dirt on here. I'm just going to wipe this off, and then we're going to try a piece of lime, all right? And that's enough for now. I got dirty. And we're going to wipe this off. And then we'll hold it up. Look at the dirt coming off of that thing. That's dirt for sure. That's a nice clean. Now I'm going to take just a drop of lemon juice. Just a drop. I'm just going to take the lemon. I'm just going to place it right here, press down a little bit, and then lift it off. Okay, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there over the next little bit of time. Put another one here. We'll just come back and look at it. Now, I have a lime. I'm going to do the same thing with the lime. This feels dirty. When I run my hand across it, it feels abrasively dirty. When I run my hand over here, it feels clean. Now, I'm going to lift this up. Okay. This is the lemon juice, right? So, which one do you think looks better? This is the lime juice. This is the lemon juice. So I'm thinking that the lemon juice looks better here, and the physical lemon really looks good up here. You can see the bell kind of shiny, and that's dried off, okay? All right, so now over here in this section, I'm going to use a real lime, just the lime, okay? You cut a piece of it, about the same size as the lemon. Might be a little smaller, but the lime smells very strong. That's all I got, a piece of lime, okay? Now I'm gonna rub that right over here. Again, I'm not pressing very hard, but amazingly, I'm gonna go over the original lime juice here with it. This is really kicking it up a notch. This is really looking good, okay? I'm going to take the lime juice and I'm going to go over the bell with it in a minute. But let's pull this off of here. That's the lime. Let's just dry this section off a little bit. That looks amazing compared to the lemon juice over here now. So this is the lime. This was a physical lemon. This was the lemon juice. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the lime looks much better than the lemon juice did. And I have these 2 circles of lemon that I put down. I'm just going to give it a wipe and see what happens there. All right. Looks a little funky because you can see the shape of the lemon in it that I just pushed down in here. So the acid in these citrus products really does clean the cymbals. So I'm going to go over the bell with the lime and see if the bell gets any better. I'll clean this up. Now this is not to say that I wouldn't use cymbal polish, but to me this is just a fun way of doing things to clean it up a bit. Wow, that's really nice. Really nice. Okay, that's that. So you can see that cleaned up pretty good. I'm just going to dry this off. That does look nice. It smells that metally kind of smell. So now I am going to go over the logo, but I've heard that you have to go over the logo lightly or else it can take the logo off. So I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to rub around the outside first, and then I'm going to go over the logo lightly. And I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on the logo at all. Because I don't want to have to be able to put, I don't want to have to put the logo back on. I just want to clean it. And I'm just going lightly over the logo. And it does look like it's brightening it up quite a bit. Now let's try, that was lime. Let's go back to the lemon a little bit, okay? Because I've seen people that use a buffer in the cymbal polish and that seems to take the logo right off. And again, that's not my intent here. I just want to clean this. And it does look like it's cleaning up very well. That actually looks really nice. So I can see the dirt lifting off of it. It's kind of funny. So I'm going to cut this in high speed mode. And never mind, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep rubbing a little bit. So obviously that didn't take the logo off, and it did clean it. All aspects of that are clean now without taking the logo off. So I was very careful. Now I'm just going to go a little faster. Well, why bother? What have I got to do today? It's Christmas Eve, and my wife is working, so I've got nothing to do. So I'm going to cut back over to the lime a little bit. Just loosen up the pulp. Now I wanted to put this on a table just to make sure that anything that came off of this wasn't going to stain the wood or anything. So I put it on a double folded towel underneath it. That's the lime. Let's go over the crash logo a little bit. Now that you've seen that, that's nice and clean there. So the logos cleaned themselves up nice. So at this point, I am going to put this in high speed mode, go over the rest of the cymbal, and I'll alternate between the lemon and the lime and get the top of this thing clean, and then I'll be back with you. So that didn't take long, and you can tell that it's really cleaned up. There's a couple of streaks. I'm going to go over it again and see if I can take those streaks out. I did wipe it with water, so that might have something to do with it, but I'm just going to go over those streaks a little bit with the lemon I have and see if that takes it out. But I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that this works so well. No hard pressure, just easy, just like gliding it over, like, you know, the people do in that bowling thing in the Olympics. I forget what that's called, but I think you know what I mean. Hey, that's it. Dry it off. Let me take a look at the other side, because the other side needs some attention. Okay, that kind of took the streaks off that I was looking to get rid of. Okay, and this is probably where, and I don't really know, if you want to chime in the comments and let me know, this is probably where, after you did this, you would actually use the cymbal polish on here to lighten things up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over, take one more look at it. I'll turn it over. We'll see what now the other side is pretty bright, so this might not take much because it's already pretty bright, but I'm going to sprinkle some lime juice on here if there's anything left and just give it a little rub. Put a little lime juice on it. And go back and give it another rub. You can definitely see there's some tarnish coming off underneath. So that looks pretty good. That's the underside. I'm going to hit the top one more time, and then I'm going to take it over to the sink, fill the sink up, and wash everything off with Dawn, towel dry it, and then we're going to see how the final product is. Stay tuned. So this is what we'll call the finished product from the lemon and lime juice, lemon lime slice, and then with a sink wash just to make sure all the acidic stuff is off. Not bad, but I think at this point here is, if I had it, I would probably use a cymbal polish just to see how much brighter I could get it, but this is night and day over compared to what it was. Night and day. So this is the bottom side. Tell it looks beautiful. That's the side your audience would see if in fact you were playing out someplace. They'd see the bottom side. And that's the top side. Way, way better than I started with, and the logos are still intact. So that is cleaning a cymbal without cymbal polish. So I want to thank you for stopping by today. And, you know, if you have any comments about what I did, certainly leave them. I read all the comments. I respond to them. Also, if you have any other tips or tricks or ideas about drumming that you want to share, or you want to subscribe to the channel, if you're a drum channel, I'll subscribe back to you or whatever. So thanks. And it's Christmas Eve, so I wish you all a happy holiday and God bless. Thank you.